On today's edition of Talk of the Town, Donna Hill and Jimmy Johnson in to talk about the 14th Annual National Road Bike Show and Rib Fest coming up this Saturday in downtown Cambridge. It is opening night for CPAC's If a Man Answers this Friday night. Tracy, Lingafelter, and Jessie Barnhouse in to talk about their comedy, and also the 40th anniversary of CPAC coming up this fall. And Todd Thorton joining me from Direct Energy. They will be performing at the Bike Show and Rib Fest. He's here to tell us all about that classic rock tribute band, all that and more on today's Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios, it's Talk of the Town with Perry Barnett.
And thanks for tuning in to Talk of the Town. I am Daniel Barnett, ABC News Director, in today for Perry Barnett. And we're going to talk now about bikes and ribs, two of people's favorite things. We have the 14th Annual National Road Bike Show and Rib Fest coming up this Saturday. And I am joined now by Donna Hill from Cambridge Main Street and by Jimmy Johnson. He's the president of the Cambridge Warthogs Motorcycle Club. So thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So this is, as we said, the Bike Show and Rib Fest coming up this weekend. And Jimmy, tell me a little bit about the Bike Show for folks who are interested in entering or for people who just want to come out and see it.
Well, we've got several different classes. Registration starts at 11:30. This is the third year that we've worked with Cambridge Main Street and National Road to do this. We've had a great time. We should have good weather. But registration's 11:30. We will allow you to come up, clear up to about 2 o'clock, and then we're going to start judging. We'll cut registration off 2 to 4,
okay,
and then we'll do trophy presentation at 5 o'clock.
And what sort of classes do you have for motorcycle judging?
We have everything from custom, American, metric, rat rods, baggers. I think we have furthest distance. I mean, there's several that we have.
And you've been doing this obviously for several years now. How far do people come for this show?
Actually, since we've got, I don't know before, but since we've got the Warthogs in, I've really kind of spread the word, and we've had people come as far as Michigan. I've got somebody coming from Atlanta, Georgia area.
Wow.
This year. Indiana will be here. New York. We have people come from all over to support the club and
cool.
Cambridge Main Street.
And of course, it wouldn't be a bike show and Rib Fest without the ribs. So Donna, tell us a little bit about what the Rib Fest entails.
Well, this year we have 5 rib vendors, so folks can just try them. You can go buy a lot or a little and try them, and then you'll get to vote. We'll have, like I said, we have 5 vendors. We have Casterline. Smoke and Seas, and he was the winner last year of the best rib, so he'll be defending his title. So that'll be fun. We have a couple different vendors that have never been here before, so it's going to be fun.
And there's a little bit of something for everybody. Obviously, bikes and ribs are fun. There's also live music in the afternoon and the evening. You're going to have music all day. You want to tell us a little bit about some of the other attractions as well?
We have live music beginning at 3 o'clock on the stage. The stage will be located in Community Bank's parking lot, and they've helped to sponsor this event and allowed us to move into their parking lot for this. And so Lock 17 will take the stage from 3 to 5, and then at 5 o'clock, like Jimmy said, they'll be awarding the trophies. And then at 6 o'clock, Direct Energy will take the stage from 6 to 9, and we're really excited to have them. We've been on their list, or been on their waiting list. We've tried for like 3 years to get them here, so we're really excited that they're coming. And we have a grant through the Cambridge Guernsey County Visitors and Convention Bureau.
Okay.
So that's really exciting. That's how we were able to get them and pay for that this year. So that's being sponsored by that grant. And then also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention we're having a hot dog eating contest at 1 o'clock.
Absolutely. And that's, Jimmy, I understand you are emceeing that, maybe doing some judging as well?
I'm the MC for the hot dog, because I think everybody else gets grossed out.
I don't know. That sounds like a good time to me.
He's good at it.
It's a good time, actually. We have a fun time doing it. Just kind of breaks up the monotony a little bit.
Sure.
Last year's winner for the hot dog eating contest was Brandon Craddock from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
So we'll see if he comes back to defend his title. I don't know. They all looked a little green when they were done. But
They've had a year to recover, right?
And I don't think they have hot dogs at B-Dubs, so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think that's a good call. Now, Jimmy, when we talk about the bike competition, you've talked a little bit about the classes. What sort of prizes are there?
Well, I mean, we have first and second place trophies for everybody. the Warthogs, we actually do a club's choice where anybody that's, from the Warthogs that comes in from any area, we allow them to vote. They'll get a plaque. We've got a people's choice, so everybody can come out. We'll have a bucket out there, and whatever the fanciest bike or whatever is to their liking, there's a trophy for that we'll sponsor, and then we'll have a best of show, obviously.
Okay, very good. And Donna, you were saying too, obviously you want to encourage people to eat ribs. It is a rib fest, but maybe that's not everybody's wheelhouse. I know you're going to have some other food vendors coming in as well, right?
Yes, we have another vendor that has everything but ribs, and then we also will have old-fashioned homemade ice cream that'll be made on site. He was here last year, and it was really fun. He had like 4 different flavors. He made them right here, and that was really good. Lemon shake up. A tea lady that's actually coming down again. She was here last year from Cleveland, and she makes these really good concoctions. They're really good.
It sounds very good. It sounds like
really
a great
good
mix of things.
It's fun. We hope we have a little something for everyone. We've got some vendors that have products that'll be here. We're hoping we have something for everyone. We certainly want everyone to come. So.
Okay, very good. So I know that there are a lot of different businesses around town that help make this possible. Would you like to take a chance to thank some of your sponsors?
Well, first, I would like to thank U.S. Bank for allowing us to hold the registration on their patio. It's shade, and it's a nice area where the folks can come up and register their bikes. And then, of course, the City of Cambridge, who allows us to shut down the streets and overtake half of downtown. And all of the downtown businesses offer all kinds of support to us all year long, but they're having some specials. So please, if you're coming down, please be sure to visit those businesses that help make everything that we do possible. But then also the community bank, who is allowing us to move into their parking lot on Friday, and they will be open on Saturday, and we will leave the drive-through area open so that you can pull in and pull out. So if you're planning on going to the bank on Saturday, you can still do that, and they will be open their regular hours. And then when they're closed, of course, that's when community bank will sponsor the hot dog eating contest. So you'll see some of your local bankers out there roasting weenies. I don't know if they'll be eating them, but they'll be cooking them.
All right. Well, if folks, Jimmy in particular, if folks want more information about participating in the show or the contest, how do they get in touch with you?
They can get a hold of me, 740-260-2883. Answer any questions. We hope to see everybody here. It should be a nice day Saturday.
And Donna, if folks have any questions just about the other portions of it that don't have to do with the bikes, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, you can call me at 740-439-2238. You can email me at director@downtowncambridge.com, and of course through our webpage.
Yeah, which is
downtowncambridge.com. Yeah.
All right, very good. Well, Donna, Jimmy, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks, sir.
And we'll be back with more on Talk of the Town in just a moment.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Ruth Dixon and her crew bring you the things you need to decorate your home with country charm and warmth. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge prides themselves on offering the largest inventory and the best customer service in the area. Visit their lot and experience the Classic Difference. The Classic Difference provides customers a service above and beyond what you'll find anywhere else. Their service department, body shop, and parts department strive for the best service and pricing in southeastern Ohio. Stop by the lot and browse their large selection of new and pre-owned inventory, ask about easy financing, or schedule an oil change. That's Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge. Stop by and experience the classic difference for yourself.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Talk of the Town Show and stay up to date.
And welcome back to Talk of the Town. I am here now with Tracy Lingafelter and Jessie Barnhouse from the Cambridge Performing Arts Center, and celebrating the end of the 39th season at CPAC. Looking forward to the 40th season. We'll talk about that in a few moments. But right now we want to talk about If a Man Answers, the play that is opening up at CPAC this weekend and running through next weekend. So Tracy, Jessie, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
So for those who aren't familiar with the show If a Man Answers, obviously without spoilers, give us a little bit of a rundown. What can people expect to see with the play?
Well, the story runs around Chantal Stacy, and I play her. And it's basically, I'm frustrating my father, which is Tracy, and she's half French and half Boston. So she kind of is torn down the middle. She wants to do the right thing, but she also doesn't. So then she meets Gene, who is played by Stephen Wolverton, and their marriage is kind of a tornado of events that happen. And it does have a happy ending. It's a comedy, so everything ends up well, but it's interesting.
Okay. And Tracy, tell us a little bit about the run. I know that it is opening this Friday, and you have 2 weekends of shows, correct?
That's right, yes, sir. So we open up Friday evening, and Saturday night will be 7 o'clock shows. Box office opens at 6, and then on Sunday it's a 3 o'clock show, matinee, and the box office opens at 2, and then we'll repeat the same thing next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well.
Okay. Now, what are ticket prices?
Tickets for general admission is $10, and students and seniors are $8.
Okay. Now, tell me a little bit about how long have you been preparing for the show? How long have you been rehearsing?
Well, we've been rehearsing since May, I would say, since before the last show ended.
Okay.
And we've been rehearsing 3 times a week, every day.
Gotcha.
And it's going to be a good show.
So what sort of, obviously, different shows require different skill sets and different groups of people. What has it been like preparing for a comedy like this? How's it maybe different from other shows you've done before?
Well, this is my first straight show I've done at CPAC. I've usually done the musicals, so trying to get the punchlines down, especially with my character, she's very funny, but some of her things are frustrating to people, so I have to try to get the audience to laugh while other people are on stage are probably mad at me.
Gotcha.
The good thing is, so it's like you said, it's a straight comedy, not musical. So working together 3 days a week with everybody, there's a principal cast of 4 that really have to have that comedic timing down. So when we're not interrupted, but when we're not intervening a musical, we have to make sure that if Chantal is delivering a line, that Gene is right on with her, so we can get that down and actually convey the comedy to the audience.
Yeah, well, and of course, comedies can be difficult when you have crowds laughing over top of your important lines, getting all that timing down, right?
That's right.
Now, obviously, excited about If a Man Answers. Don't want to pat that down at all, but CPAC is about to celebrate its 40th anniversary. It's got to be really exciting. Tracy, I don't know how long you've been on board at CPAC, but Jessie, you were telling me that you're pretty fresh. So how both of your experiences been?
Well, my mom's on the board, so I get dragged into everything. But it's very exciting, and we still have a board member that was in the original show when CPAC first opened, so it's very exciting. And we actually want to have a revival in February, so look out for that if you've been in CPAC shows.
And there are a lot of people around this community that have done that. I'm among them. Adam Green behind our camera is too.
Mike McKay.
So yeah, lots of folks associated with the radio station and Channel 2. But I know to start off that 40th anniversary, you are doing Lion King Jr., correct?
Yes.
And I know the kids shows are ever popular.
Yes, they are.
And the auditions were popular for that too. I understand that there was over 60 kids that auditioned for the show, so it's going to be a rather large cast and a lot of talent, especially in the younger community here, to put that on showcase.
So what keeps you coming back to CPAC? Why have you, I know you said your mom's on the board, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to take such an active role. So what keeps you coming back?
Well, it's kind of like a home to me. I've been in theater since high school, and I just recently graduated college, so it's nice to come back and see all the changes and have different shows. Like, we don't have the same kind of show. It changes all the time. So even though CPAC is the same, like, the atmosphere changes all the time, and I think that's cool.
And I've just started my first play was in December of 2015.
Gotcha.
And I'll be perfectly honest, I never thought that I would be interested in participating in theater. And the only reason I went to that audition for a Christmas Carol 2 years ago was my oldest daughter wanted to audition.
Okay.
But I was kind of like her moral support, so I thought we would go, she'd get the experience, neither one of us would get a part, and we could say that we did it. Well, we both were cast in that, and ever since I've really found a true fondness for just being in the theater. It's a lot of fun.
Now, you were talking about your daughter. Have you been able to draw on some of your experiences as a parent in this show, or is there any similarity whatsoever?
So I'm like the disgruntled old guy in this. I keep joking. I don't know why I keep getting cast as the old fella in all these recent shows that I've been in, but you know, I can find some similarities because there is a frustration as playing John, the father, with everything that Chantel gets into and some of the decisions she makes. And you know, my son is actually in this show with me. This is his first time. Both of my girls have been in it, so I can absolutely see some similarities between the frustration that I have with Chantel and some of the decisions that my kids have made growing up as well. But it's all so much fun.
Well, once again, If a Man Answers is opening this weekend at CPAC. That's June 16th, 17th, and 18th, running again next weekend, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Evening shows on Friday and Saturday, 7 p.m., and Sunday matinees. And if folks want more information on the shows or getting tickets, how do they do that?
Well, there's contactcpac@gmail.com. Lady Jane's Mercantile is selling the tickets right now next door. Okay. So all this week you can go in there and buy tickets and buy some of their items. And then you can contact Stacy Barnhouse. We also have CambridgePerformingArtsCenter.com and our Facebook page.
Okay, so lots of ways for people to reach out.
Yes.
All right, well, Jessie, Tracy, thanks for joining me. Pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Break a leg on Friday night, all right?
Thank you
very much.
And we will be back with more on Talk of the Town in just a moment.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town. Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services. U.S. Bank is the fifth largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
A little bit earlier in the show, we talked about the 14th Annual National Road Bike Show and Rib Fest, and of course talked about some of the live music that's going to be there on Saturday. I have the pleasure now of being joined by Todd Thornton. Todd is here on behalf of the band Direct Energy. They're going to be playing on Saturday night at the Bike Show and Rib Fest. So here to learn a little bit more about what Direct Energy is all about. Todd, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about Direct Energy. What are your influences? What's the style like?
Mainly it's classic rock. Eagles, Chicago, Tower Power, Doobie Brothers, all of that stuff. It's a 9-piece band. We've got 4 horns, and each of the horn players double.
Gotcha.
I play 2 different saxes, trombone, flute, help with background vocals, and it's a great band. I mean, I've been in several bands over my career, and this one I feel honored to be a part of.
Really cool.
We travel from New York to Kentucky doing corporate events and private parties and music festivals and all that. And for 3 years we've tried to get in to the Bike Fest, and because of our travels or whatever, the schedule hasn't worked out. And finally this year it's working out where we can be here, so we're real excited.
Very cool. Now you say you've been part of the band for 7 years, correct?
Yes.
But the band's been around for 17.
Yeah, they started in 2000.
Okay.
The drummer is the founding member and still going as strong as ever. And the concept is we want to take the audience on a musical journey back to the 60s, the 70s, a little bit of the 80s, and the arrangements and everything we do are what you remember off of the radio. We don't take the liberties that some bands do where it's recognizable but you don't know it. You hear it, it's what you remember from back then on the radio.
So it is really a tribute band of sorts, but there aren't too many tribute bands that delve into so many different bands along the way.
Right, yeah, we are definitely a tribute band, cover band. We've got a 2-hour, just a Chicago show that we'll do sometimes for different venues. But like I say, we cover all the great classics that everyone remembers.
So not to ruin your set list for Saturday, but do you want to tell us a little bit about what kind of songs you'll be hitting on?
We've got a couple Chicago, we've got a couple Eagles, a couple Doobies.
Okay.
A lot of stuff you think of when you think of a bike type of setting.
Okay.
Just the party kind of atmosphere.
Absolutely. Well, what I think we're going to do, it's very easy to, it's not so easy to talk about your performances in one way. It's a lot easier to show folks. So we're going to take a break here and show you a little bit about what Direct Energy is all about. That's very cool. I was not a child of the 60s and 70s, but every time I hear that kind of music, I feel like I must have missed out on something, right?
Right, definitely.
So folks, again, it's great to hear it here, but if folks want to come out, obviously the best part of the experience is coming out to the concerts, checking it out, feeling the vibrations in your chest, right? So you will be at the Direct Energy will be at the Bike Show and Rib Fest on Saturday, 6 to 9 p.m., correct?
Correct.
And you're going to be, people can come out a little bit early. You'll have some swag available, is that right?
We may have, yes.
Okay. So if you can come out and wear your Direct Energy colors proudly, so to speak. Now, Todd, are you going to be anywhere around the area in the coming weeks or months if people want to check out more of your shows?
July 1st, we will be in St. Clairsville at the Outdoor Auditorium for Independence Day celebration down there. And then a couple days later, July 4th, we'll be up in Prospect, which is north of Columbus, for the same thing.
Sure.
That's about the closest we'll be the rest of this year to this area.
What other tour stops do you have along the way?
Oh, we've got... we just finished up a concert in Marion for a firefighters benefit. Chicago tribute shows. It can get pretty busy sometimes.
Oh, I'm sure it can.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, once again, Todd Thornton here from Direct Energy. They are a 9-piece Chicago Eagles, Doobie Brothers classic rock type tribute band. They are going to be playing the 14th Annual National Road Bike Show and Rib Fest this Saturday, 6 to 9 p.m. here in downtown Cambridge. And Todd, if folks want more information about the band, how do they find out?
We've got a website, www.directenergyband.net. It's got some information, we don't keep it as up to date as we should, but it gives you an idea of who the members are and what we do. And I think we've even got a partial set list on there to give you an idea of the stuff we do.
All right, very cool. And you can find your stuff on YouTube as well, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, Todd, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you. Look forward to hearing you on Saturday night.
We look forward to playing.
We will be back to wrap things up here on Talk of the Town in just a moment.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services.
I'd like to thank our guests today, Donna Hill, Jimmy Johnson, Tracy Lingafelter, Jessie Barnhouse, and Todd Thornton, in to talk about the events coming up this weekend in Cambridge. If you liked today's show, you can check us out at our YouTube channel, YRP-TV. Of course, there is our Facebook page, Talk of the Town. You can find all of our videos archived on YouTube, also at yourradioplace.com. For my director and producer, Adam Green, I am Daniel Barnett. In for Perry Baranich. We'll be glad to have him back here in a couple of weeks. And thanks for tuning in to today's Talk of the Town.
Sitting for 3 or more hours a day can cut off 2 years of a person's life.
Obesity causes 44% of diabetes.
Obesity in teens and children has nearly tripled in 30 years.
Lack of exercise is as deadly as smoking.
Get going, Guernsey!
For more information about Healthy Guernsey, call Southeastern Med's Wellness Resource Department at 435-2946 or visit SEORMC.org. Your sports authority in East Central Ohio is ESPN Cambridge, FM 107.9, AM 1270 on your radio dial. Featuring great programming like Mike and Mike, Dan Lebitard, Ohio State basketball, Reds baseball, Blue Jackets hockey, select NFL games, and college football and basketball. ESPN Cambridge is also your local sports authority too, featuring local high school sports all year round with some viewable on cable TV 2 in Cambridge or streaming online at yourradioplace.com/YRPTV. Your home for sports is ESPN Cambridge, FM 107.9, AM 1270.